Hello, Carol Amendola Dianca here, board certified nutritionist. I apologize to my subscribers. I've been sort of out of pocket for a while. I've been here in Italy and the Mediterranean for the last 4 weeks. I still have another week to go. I'm leading the lifestyle excursion trips that I've been leading for several years. And I've been studying a lot of things. Figs that they grow naturally, olive oil, of course, the foods, the culture, and the lifestyle here in the south of Italy. But the other day I saw the latest video from Dr. Gundry about olive oil, and I couldn't help but stop and make this short video for you because once again I have to respond to some of what I'm listening to and thinking about all of the followers that he has and some of the advice that I as a nutritionist would never suggest or recommend. So the first thing that he was saying that I really take issue with is that olive oil is good for you, which I don't take issue with. Of course, the right kind of olive oil, the right quality of olive oil is very good for you. He doesn't make that a distinction, however, but he says that you can consume up to 1 liter of olive oil a week. That's about 10 to 12 tablespoons a day. Every tablespoon of olive oil has 120 calories. So he's recommending 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day to be consuming just in olive oil alone. Now I agree that olive oil, the right high quality olive oil, is very good for you, loaded with polyphenols, vitamins, high in antioxidants and all of that, but you can overdo anything, and that is a case of overdoing. I'm not sure where that came from. I would love to see some research about people that have consumed that much olive oil, 1 liter a week, for any amount of time, and to see what it has done to the health of the consumer. The other thing that he mentions is that his olive oil has 30 times more polyphenol than anything else out there, but doesn't really give a number. What 30 times what? And I've taken issue with this before. Sorry, that was a firework. I take issue with that before and once again, because a good high quality extra virgin olive oil will have 500, 600, maybe 700 polyphenol count. So if he's saying his olive oil that he's recommending has 30 times more than that, that is a lot of polyphenol that it would be almost impossible to swallow. It would be so bitter. I don't understand where that one's coming from either, but I would invite any kind of research. I'm going to be looking myself as to where that number originates. So of course olive oil is very, very good for us if we make the distinction and educate the general population on what good olive oil is, because first of all, in the United States there's a big problem. We have very weak labeling laws. There's no harvest date on most of it, and enjoy the fireworks in the background even though it's daytime. And you need to know the harvest date, not an out date, but when that olive oil was produced. I've had people ask me many, many times over the years, what brand should I look for? And there really isn't a brand that you need to look for. You need to know how to read a label, and you need to know how to distinguish good olive oil from what most of we get in the United States. So you need to know when it's pressed. Olives should be pressed within 6 hours of picking so that you maintain the nutritional value. Should be stored in a dark colored glass bottle, never in plastic. And good olive oil will last about 1.5 years. However, if you open the bottle and you let air hit it and you sit there, let it sit for a while, that the nutritional value begins to degrade. So remember those few tips. I will put in the description below a link to the only olive oil that I have ever recommended over 10 years. And this was just recent when I found Gianfranco Cosmano in the south of Italy, who has olive trees that are producing excellent quality olive oil, and that he will ship. And when his when his quantity is done for the year, then that will be the end of what we can get. But it's the first and only producer that I've ever recommended, and we would be able to enjoy olive oil that's been bottled only hours after the olives were picked and bottled properly and shipped in dark glass containers. I hope that helps. I welcome any comments or any information regarding Dr. Gundry's suggestion for 1,500 calories a day of olive oil and the 30 times polyphenol count. Very, very interesting. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the Mediterranean as long as I can. I'm talking to olive growers and people here that are producing olive oil. It's been an amazing experience for me and for the groups that have been here with me. Thanks for joining. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It would make me especially happy, even though it's not your job to make me happy, but I would continue to be able to give you some great advice about Mediterranean diet and the Mediterranean foods and what to watch for. Thank you for stopping by.